Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Further Beyond Gaming. My name is Cody GT, and in today's video we are showcasing yet another team composition. Now this one was requested by a few of you, but not only that, I was extremely excited myself to go ahead and showcase this team composition. Now it is consisting of course, the brand new SP Theresa, as well as Bright Knight Durandal, and we also threw Drive Kometa on the team as well. This was a team composition that I have been wanting to do for quite some time now, because the brand new SP Theresa was indeed tailor-made, in my opinion, for Bright Knight Durandal, but I did also want to throw Drive Kometa on the team because of the Briareus EX, the pre-arm. I wanted to see how well that worked, as well as her shield that she provides, her supporting capabilities, and how that would work with Bright Knight Durandal and SP Theresa. I thought it could be a really good team composition. I also wanted to quickly mention that all three Valkyries, of course, are fully maxed out, triple S rank, their applicable gear maxed out, as well as their skills maxed out, so keep that in mind. And we are going into Dirac on the Agony tier, so keep that in mind as well. I'm not sure, I did get in a Red Lotus, but something happened to where I bumped back down to Agony. I'm not sure if it just changed and I wasn't paying attention. I'm not sure what happened, guys, but we are in the Agony tier. So like I mentioned, this team composition is one that I did want to go ahead and try, also requested by you, to see how well they did work together. And just a quick spoiler, they worked out really well. Once again, I understand it is the Agony tier, so a lot of these fights that you're gonna see, I'm gonna go ahead and jump straight to the boss, so that way we can go ahead and fight the boss with all the enhancements and things of that nature, because like I mentioned earlier, these Valkyries are completely maxed out all the way, so they are gonna tear through a lot of the grunts or the enemies before the boss like it's really nothing. So a lot of times I'm just gonna shoot straight to the boss, not worry about the enemies, and see what we can really do with this team comp. Now there are some times where I'm gonna go ahead and stop and fight some enemies if I feel as if it would be beneficial, but like I mentioned, for the most part we're gonna go straight to the boss. Now when it comes to this team composition, my main focus on what I want to do is go ahead and lay the debuff with Drive Kometa. I also want to lay down the weapon skill and then try and do the ultimate to gather those enemies together. That hopefully will proc some QTEs for SP Theresa, where I can go ahead and use it, but also bring her out, maybe do a few basic attacks, really depending on what I have going on. If I have Bright Knight Durandal's QTE, I'm just going to go ahead and shoot straight into that, because Bright Knight Durandal will be the main DPS, and I want to try and get her going as quickly as possible. Now what you'll notice is that a lot of times, which I do apologize, in the beginning when I was using Drive Kometa, I did not take advantage of the debuff that she applies for Bright Knight Durandal in time, and I correct that later, so you'll see that later in the video. So stick around. If you enjoy the content, by the way, completely forgot to mention, go ahead and drop a like. It helps out the channel tremendously. You guys are absolutely amazing, and if you're new, you like what you see, or if you have not subscribed already, go ahead and consider subscribing, and make sure to hit that notification bell so you stay notified when I upload more content with new teams and stuff like that. So here we go at the boss. Like I mentioned, jump straight to the boss. We laid the debuff. I did want to go ahead and do a few basic attacks, and then the combo attack with the SP Theresa, took out Bright Knight Durandal, and what I want to do is pop the QTE for the SP Theresa as well as the ultimate, and then try and just really lay into the boss with Durandal and get that ultimate burst damage really going. And as you can see, the health is just absolutely melting. It was a fantastic time. We're going to pop the QTE for the SP Theresa once more, and there you go. So what I noticed and what I really love about the SP Theresa is that her QTE it just recharges very quickly, or being able to pop it that much often recharges very quickly, which is a awesome thing, because you can go ahead and almost spam that QTE, which really helps to increase the damage output of your main damage dealer, in this case Durandal. So it was a really good mechanic that I enjoyed. Now this boss or enemy, I was actually gonna go ahead and bypass, but then I was like, you know what, it's a solo enemy, let's just see what we can do here. And so I did stop by and decided to go ahead and take him on. So we dropped the weapon skill, we laid the debuff, we did the ultimate. I went ahead and did the combo attack with the SP Theresa, took out the Bright Knight Durandal. Luckily, I had enough time to do the QTE. We're going to go ahead and do some attacks here. I was ready for the retaliation. I had it ready. So I popped the QTE there and then the ultimate as well, and just wanted to see how much damage we can actually do, and it was not bad at all. Type neutral, really laying into this enemy here. Pop the QTE once more. You can see the QTE comes back around very, very quickly, and you can see once again the health is just melting as if it's non-existent. We do one more good slash right there, and then we call it a day on that enemy. So from here I decided, I believe I decided I want to go straight to the boss Wendy and see what we can do without trying to remove any more enhancements or trying to get her down anymore. And I guess I decided to stop by and check out what these guys are doing, say hello, you know, do a little weapon skill, a little QTE here. See what they're up to, and go in with the Bright Knight Durandal. Once again, pop the ultimate. You can see the QTE is ready for the SP Theresa, so I popped that, laid a big smash down, and there you go. So to be quite honest with you guys, I love this team composition right here. The synergy is really good. They work well with each other. There's a lot of debuffing. You have a good protective shield for your other Valkyries. The support capabilities is through the roof for this team, so I really like this team comp. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about it. Let me know if there's something else that you would change about it as well. So here we go with Wendy. We laid the debuff, we did the ultimate, we dropped the weapon skill, and then went straight to the Bright Knight Durandal, started going ahead and doing those attacks, popped the ultimate. As you can see, SP Theresa's QTE was ready, so we went ahead and did it right away. Went right into a big attack there, really destroying that health. Is just absolutely going away, and I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. Once again, the QTE's back, so we go ahead and pop that. We just lay into some more attacks. I try and get one more of those big combo charge attacks in. Wasn't able to, unfortunately, but that's okay. We go ahead here. I do the QTE for the drive Kometa because I wanted to go ahead and drop the weapon skill down once more. Here we did the SP Theresa QTE as well as the ultimate. I did want to go ahead and take her out, but I don't believe I was able to at the time, so I just went straight into the Bright Knight Durandal and wrapped it up right there. So not bad at all. And once again, I do understand agony tier not going to be the biggest difficulty for these maxed out Valkyries, but nonetheless it should give you a good idea of how well they work together, as well as how easily you would be able to go ahead and breeze through the agony tier. Because if you think about it, drive Kometa, you can easily get to triple S rank and max out the cores. SP Theresa is one that you would be eventually able to get to triple S rank. Now maybe not all gear applicable as far as weapon and stigmata. By the way, I was holding that retaliation. I was just like waiting for it each and every time. I was waiting with the retaliation, but my timing was just off, and I'm like, what is going on here? And these guys, I was just gonna pass up. I wasn't even gonna try and fight these guys, but I ran into them. It was a bit unfortunate. I'm like, all right, well, let me just try and get through them really quickly, and unfortunately it took a little bit longer than I wanted to. So but like I was mentioning, the SP Theresa eventually triple S rank, maybe not all gear applicable, you know, maxed out, but I don't think she's truly gear dependent. Yeah, so that's really a non-issue in my opinion. And then of course Bright Knight Durandal, unless you're MG, you're not going to have her completely maxed out as well. So you have to take that into account. But if you have, you know, like myself, an S-ranked Durandal or Durandal in general, have, you know, some of her applicable gears or all of them, this is still very realistic and something that you would be able to pull off. But, you know, I believe it's still a good team comp. Now, this is another mob of enemies that I was trying to bypass, and I just couldn't because Bright Knight Durandal is jetting around, and I run right into him. So after you'll see after this fight, I switch to Yamabuki armor, where it's a little slower pace of running around, so I don't just go straight into an enemy that I don't want to. I was trying to bypass all these guys because I wanted to go straight to the boss, and I just kept running into each and every one of them. So I just try and burst them down real quick so I can go ahead and move on with my life and not have to deal with these guys. All right, so we go ahead and take them out. Once again, a non-issue. And then I'm thinking, all right, let me go. And then I was like, let me switch because I'm going to fly and jet straight into an enemy like right here. gonna go right into them, and I didn't want to, so I'm like, let me just gingerly go around them, act like I'm, you know, invisible, and just keep on moving. So we're gonna go up here, and we're gonna go ahead. I thought about fighting these two. I was really contemplating it, but I was like, you know what, I don't want to wither the boss down anymore. I want to go straight into it. Now keep in mind, this boss, the enemy takes 30% more physical damage, so I was extremely excited to hop into here because they take 30% more physical damage, but Bright Knight Durandal is going to have a type disadvantage, so I was really excited about this one. Plus, these guys, for whatever reason, I cannot stand these two. They always give me a hard time, so I was really excited. Now, I did kind of mess that up. I didn't get the debuff applied before popping the ultimate. I thought I did, so then I popped the ultimate. So we don't have the debuff applied, so that was a bit unfortunate. But I popped the ultimate. I did the weapon skill. I did the SP Theresa, and then I went straight into the Bright Knight Durandal. I popped the ultimate as well as the QTE, and then I basically just try and burst them down here. Now, these guys were a little bit tanky. Of course, like I mentioned, we have type disadvantage. Pop the QTE again. This guy is just Beyblading. Just, you know, ignoring everything that I was trying to do. But nonetheless, we are still doing some pretty good damage. Of course, we do have that 30% more physical damage, understandably. But we're still doing some good damage here. Really just trying to wither the shields down. I was ready with the retaliation. I believe I popped the SP Theresa QTE here. That guy behind me, he got one off. I was ready for the retaliation again. Didn't happen. My timing was just off, but I had this guy kind of stun locked there. We go ahead and we just do the evasion. I did go ahead QT right into the drive Kometa. We got the block there, and then we did the ultimate, dropped the weapon skill. We got the debuff. We did the SP Theresa QTE, and then the combo attack right there because I had it available, so I figured why not. Popped the Bright Knight Durandal ultimate and then decided to go into town. Now, I did want to do the attack here, and then I was wondering, I didn't have the QT ready for the SP Theresa. I was thinking that was a bit unfortunate. I wanted to try it again so we can get the QT because I knew she had her ultimate ready, and she did, and so we popped the ultimate as well, laid a big slam down, and now we're doing some damage, boys. They're grouped together, and so I wanted to do one more big slice while they're grouped together to be able to do maximum damage, and that was very nice in my opinion. I really like that. So now I'm here with the retaliation, just waiting. And there we go, we finally got it. I was having a hard time there. Went over to the drive Kometa. Wanted to lay the debuffs down once more, the weapon skill. We did the SP Theresa QTE, did some attacks there. QC right into Bright Knight Durandal. Trying to get over that area right there so I could do the time fracture. Finally got it, and then was ready with the retaliation. Finally got the retaliation for once. Here I popped the ultimate, and then the QT for the SP Theresa was ready, so we popped that as well, and we just wrap it up here. Just do some great damage right there. Big slam. Keep it going, and we just wrap those boys up, and that was that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. I hope you like what you saw today. I hope you got something from it. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, and let me know what you'd like to see next. But with that being said, I'm going to get out of here. Remember to stand out, be different, have fun, go further beyond in everything that you do. Until next time, my boys, until next time, it's your homie Cody GT, and I'm out. You guys are amazing.